Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're interested to know more about this palette, then just keep on watching. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys my thoughts about the Finetec Pearl Colors. This is what the packaging looks like, and at the back you can see the different colors included. I have the M1200 and I'll be swatching the colors along the way. This is what the palette looks like. I had mine since 2016, and as you can see, I already hit pan on some of the colors. Please also don't mind if the palette is a bit dirty because like I said, I already had this for almost 2 years. I'll also be using this black notebook to swatch the colors. I just embossed a design in front, and let me know if you want me to do an embossing video. And at the back, this is the brand of the notebook, and I just got this from National Bookstore. So inside it's just plain, and it's just a standard black notebook that you can really easily get anywhere. So before I start reviewing the product, I just want to mention where I got this and how much it costs. I got this in an art bazaar in Shangri-La Mall 2 years back, and it was from an art store called Art Nebula PH. Luckily, they also have an online shop, so I'll leave a link down below so you can check it out and get your hands on this palette as well. This costs 1,980 pesos, and I have the 12 color set. And you can also buy the colors individually and buy sets of 6. So again, if you are interested, the link is down below. I also want to mention that I'm using a craft doodle water brush in the size medium, and I'll also leave a link down below where you can get this. So let's move on to the review. First thing I want to say is that every color in this palette is beautiful. All of them have this sheen, glittery, almost a holographic finish to it. When you look at the palette, you might think that some of the colors look white and almost similar. It doesn't look like a pink, a green, or a blue. That's my initial thought when I got this palette, and I actually thought I had a defect because it seems like I had a lot of variety of silver. But once you start writing, the colors appear like magic when you write on paper. It's really fascinating and mesmerizing. The texture can be a bit creamy, and it might initially leave a white milky cast. When this happens, I just go over it a couple of times and add more color to make it more vibrant, as you can see what I'm doing in the video. I'm not sure why it does this, but I find that when this happens, I just go over it a couple of times and the white cast should go away, or at least it should lessen. And once the watercolor dries, the white cast is not as visible anyway. The colors in the pan can also absorb the water quickly, so you might have to go over it with water a couple of times to load the brush with enough pigment. What I like to do is I squeeze a small amount of water inside the pan and make sure it's watery enough so that it won't dry too quickly. The nice thing about this is even if it absorbs the water, the pigment doesn't get mushy and cakey unlike other palettes, so that's really a big plus. I have to say that sometimes your eyes might play tricks on you because you might think that the colors is not pigmented enough and you can still see patchiness, but when you hold it under the light on certain angles, these colors can be blinding and very, very shiny. It is best to use this watercolor on dark paper, and in my case, I'm using black. I also think that the white paper doesn't give justice to the palette since it's more vibrant on darker paper. So if you're also a fan of dip pens, this is also a good palette to have. This is good for writing on envelopes, wedding invitations, and anything that you want to add shine to. Just get a brush and dilute the pigments and brush it over the pen nib. So that's also a quick trick that you can do. I have to say that this product is more on the expensive side, but I think it's very worth it because the colors are really unique. And I had this since 2016 and almost 2 years, there's still a lot of product left. But in case you did run out of a single color and you don't want to purchase the whole palette again, you can just buy them individually. If you're a watercolor hoarder, I highly suggest that you get your hands on this palette and add it to your collection This is really a magical palette and it can make a boring work from 0 to 100 instantly. So here's a quick overview of what the colors look like. I'm showing this to you under broad daylight so you can see how pigmented the colors are and how shiny it is. I'm also including an artwork I did using this palette and you can see how awesome the gold is. It's so shiny and bright. Please also check out my Instagram account for more lettering and artsy related things. My handle is just @lianasletters, same here on my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this short review, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below on what you guys think and you have any more video requests. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!